Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome back to Catholic Content. Today is Holy Thursday, so that's what we're going to be talking about. What Holy Thursday is, why we celebrate it, and what the origins are. Holy Thursday marks the first day of the Easter Triduum. The Easter Triduum are the 3 days leading up to Easter Sunday. Holy Thursday is commemorating the Last Supper, the day Jesus had the Last Supper with his apostles. Holy Thursday is also importantly where Jesus instituted the Eucharist and Holy Orders. He washed his disciples' feet as a form of service as well. Holy Thursday especially points out the last commandment that Jesus gave to his apostles, to love one another. In John chapter 13, verse 34, Jesus said, "A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another." Holy Thursday is also the day after Spy Wednesday, which was yesterday, that Judas finally conspired with the Pharisees to turn Jesus in. Oftentimes we look at Judas with contempt and think about how horrible he was to do that, which he was, but it also reminds ourselves how we choose that every single day to betray Jesus in our sin. So it's a great time to reflect and make sure that we are choosing to stand with Jesus like the apostles. Jesus established the priesthood on Holy Thursday also during the Last Supper by commanding his apostles to, quote, "Do this in memory of me," Luke chapter 22, verse 19. By empowering them to celebrate the Eucharist, he established the New Covenant ministry. He further emphasized this priesthood as calling of a humble sacrificial service by washing and cleaning their feet. So you might be sitting here thinking, foot washing? That's really weird. So let's talk about that. In Jesus' time, it was common to need to wash your feet. Because of the sandals and the dusty roads, your feet would be dirty, and especially on Passover, you needed to be clean for the Seder meal. Typically, you would have a servant come and wash their feet, especially in the book of Luke. The apostles were talking about having the servant come to wash their feet. Instead, Jesus told them to sit down, and he was going to wash their feet. Of course, they were all astounded and confused. They refused to let him wash their feet, because again, this was the job of a servant. Jesus was humbling himself as a servant to come to their level and receive in them. He was setting an example for them to do what they needed to do for each other, love and care for one another. Holy Thursday is a sacred day. The establishment of the Eucharist, the Last Supper with his apostles, the betrayal of Jesus, it all links back to Jesus' Paschal ministry, which was started on this day. On Holy Thursday, you typically eat a Seder meal, as you can see right here. You also go to Mass, and you go to several different places for adoration. I went to 6 places for adoration today, and this was my final outfit. I changed my sweater like 6 times. Churches are open extremely late to let people have the opportunity to visit with Jesus before his passion. That's it. Bye.